Welcome back, Awakened Intuitives. Welcome to any new Awakened Intuitives Open Minds. Thank you for being here. Natalie here. We are back to do a reading on Area 51. I am so excited. These are the readings I've been wanting to do. I've covered Mount Shasta, Lemuria, Inner Earth, etc. And I'm just still going. So this is what I'm interested in. I'm interested in true history. And the truth. I'm a truth seeker, and so I hope you are too. And in order to find the truth and gain knowledge and gain wisdom is to have an open mind with anything, right? So thank you again for being here. I can't wait to get started. I do want to read some information about Area 51. But if you want to skip that, that is totally fine. The timestamps will be in the comments below, so feel free. I do have some 999 hertz, 90 hertz, and 9 hertz spiritual energy shield frequency music playing in the background, which I do not own the rights to. So I can't wait. Let's get started. I do have to say, all this information is for entertainment purposes only. Truth is always stranger than fiction. Let me glow, let you glow, use your discernment, and let's get started. All right, so we'll read, we'll pull some general messages, and then we will begin with the questions. Okay, oops. I've been clumsy lately. Okay. Area 51. Area 51 is a secret U.S. Air Force military installation that is located at Groom Lake, Nevada. There has been many conspiracies about what it is for, what they do there, a lot of involving extraterrestrial life. It has only been confirmed that the use of the place is a flight testing facility. There have been reports of UFO sightings near and over the location. A man in the 1980s named Bob Lazar, who claims he was hired in the late 1980s to reverse engineer extraterrestrial technology that occurred at a site called S-4, a subsidiary installation allegedly located several kilometers south of the U.S. Air Force facility. The base facility, located at Groom Lake, which is a dry lake bed 85 miles north of Las Vegas, Nevada, everything that goes inside is extremely secretive. There are many warning signs posted, barbed wire fencing, surveillance, and armed guards all surrounding the space. It is also illegal to fly over Area 51. Anyway, Bob Lazar was the one to come out to the public about the base. Before then, nobody even knew of it publicly. He is the one who is known to expose this place, a whistleblower. 1989 is when he revealed the base, aliens, and the government, and that they worked together as secret bases. 30 years ago, coming out and claiming that UFOs with tiny alien seats at the base were made out of a material called Element 115. It is said that Bob Lazar has stayed consistent in his story and his claims. Bob Lazar said he reverse engineered crashed alien spacecraft. Bob Lazar claims that once he spoke out, the government wiped all of his qualifications to discredit him. He is currently the owner of United Nuclear Scientific Equipment and Supplies, so his scientific knowledge is very credible. Bob Lazar stated about alien spacecraft he reverse engineered that the craft used the element 115 for fuel and can create anti-gravity envelopes, which they enter an atmosphere. His explanation suggests that when a UFO enters a planet's atmosphere, it blocks the air resistance by constructing an anti-gravity field around it. It does this by creating a vacuum in front of it so that the air doesn't reach the craft. As a result, the craft can achieve seemingly impossible maneuvers, such as stopping dead from high speeds and making sharp angular turns. There is evidence of element 115. When Lazar made his claims, there was no known element which contained 115 protons. That casted doubts on his claims at the time of him speaking about it. The FBI raided his house in the late 2018 that took place following a private conversation between Lazar and Jeremy Corbell, the director of the Bob Lazar documentary with Larry King on Netflix. The private phone call between Lazar and Corbell was about there still being some element 115 in Lazar's possession, and the raid happened while the filming of the documentary was taking place. Lazar said, They said they were looking for some receipts from an individual who might have brought some toxic material from my company, but they came with more people than you would think could even fit in our building. Lazar claimed that there were, in fact, 2 bases within Area 51, the main one being next to Groom Lake. The second one at Area 51, which is underneath the neighboring Salt Lake Papoose Lake. A few years ago, after his claims in 1989, the existence of a base underneath Papoose Lake has been confirmed by independent researchers. Lazar said if he would go back and not speak, he would. He has done many interviews. Also, Area 51 has had many conspiracy theories about the Roswell, New Mexico UFO crash, and the wreckage was taken along with ET bodies to Area 51. Okay. Also, George Knapp is a television journalist, investigative journalist, was a news anchor and a talk radio host from Nevada, is a UAP researcher and reporter who has been covering the topic of UFOs for decades, that has also done many interviews. He was also a co-author of the book Hunt for the Skinwalker, that science confronts the unexplained at the remote ranch in Utah, Skinwalker Ranch. He wrote the book with Colm Kelleher. Both of them spent time on the ranch. Okay, so I'll read the back of this book. I read it all. It is so good. Okay. The author of the controversial bestseller Brain Trust brings his scientific expertise to the chilling true story of the unexplained phenomena on Utah's Skinwalker Ranch and challenges us with a new vision of reality. For more than 50 years, the bizarre events at a remote Utah ranch have ranged from the perplexing to the wholly terrifying. Vanishing and mutilated cattle, unidentified flying objects, the appearance of huge otherworldly creatures, invisible objects emitting magnetic fields with the power to spark a cattle stampede, flying orbs of light with dazzling maneuverability and lethal consequences. For one family, life on the Skinwalker Ranch had become a life under siege by an unknown enemy or enemies. Nothing else could explain the horrors that surrounded them. Perhaps science could. Leading a first-class team of research scientists on a disturbing odyssey into the unknown, Colm Kelleher spent hundreds of days and nights on the Skinwalker property and experienced firsthand many of the haunting mysteries. With investigative reporter George Knapp, the only journalist allowed to witness and document the team's work, Kelleher chronicles in superb detail the spectacular happenings the team observed personally and the theories of modern physics behind the phenomena. Far from the coldly detached findings one might expect, their conclusions are utterly hair-raising in their implications. Opening a door to the unseen world around us, Hunt for the Skinwalker is a clarion call to expand our vision far beyond what we know. Hunt for the Skinwalker. I really highly recommend reading this book. Very good. Also, I live about 20 miles from Skinwalker Ranch. So I've been here for 8 years, but I also lived here prior when I was about 13 to 15. So around 10 years, maybe a little over 10 years I've lived out here. So I've gotten to know people from school in my earlier years. My fiance has grown up out here and his family have had experiences. I've seen things out here. I'll talk about that here in a minute. Anyway, there are declassified documents from the U.S. Pentagon that talk about them investigating UFOs, researches, and much more. There are, okay? It's there. Why, if it doesn't exist, why would they be interested at all? Okay? Anyway, so, the New York posted an article with video footage of a pyramid-shaped UFOs flying over the coast of California. The Pentagon did confirm that the 18-second video of 3 UFOs hovering over the USS Navy Russell in July 2019 is authentic. Also, the Pentagon released 3 declassified videos showing U.S. Navy pilots encountering what appeared to be UFOs in 2020 and was shown on Fox News. Okay, there was a storm of Area 51, a raid by the American people from all over the world, or country mainly, who went there to make a claim that the people want to know the truth. Okay, I will link those videos, these declassified videos, in the description below. And I also did readings on Skinwalker Ranch and Blind Frog Ranch. So I'll have those linked in the description below as well, okay? So, okay. I will talk about my personal experiences, a few of them, okay? So my very, very first experience was with my family. my mother, my father, and my 2 older brothers. I was around 3 years old. I barely remember, but I have an image stuck in my head, and it was stuck in my head forever up until I was about 23. I finally asked my dad about it, and he's like, "You remember that?" I'm like, I was wondering if it was even real. He's like, "Yeah, that happened." And I'm like, I just barely remember just an image and kind of what the energy was like. So we had family living in Nevada, very close to Area 51, okay? So we went down there to visit them. And when we were heading back home, we lived in North Salt Lake, Utah, okay? We were coming back home in the night. And me and my 2 older brothers were sleeping in the very back. My father was driving. My mother was in the passenger front seat. And all of a sudden, I hear my dad freaking out. He's like, "Ah, ah, ah, what is that? What is that?" And I sit up and I see these lights above the ground, probably 40 feet above the ground. And there were probably 20 lights. And they were white. And they would kind of do the on-off thing, so it looks like the lights were moving, right? And they just kept doing that. And my mom was freaking out too. And I remember my brothers throwing the blanket over my head and just hearing them freaking out. So that's all I remember. But I asked my father about it. Okay, he said what was going on was that we were all sleeping. He was driving. Nobody was on the road. It was the highway out in the middle of the desert, okay? And it was near Area 51. So he said he noticed some lights. They were almost like street lights on the sides of the highway, or one side of the highway, off to the side in the dirt, whatever. And he said it looked like they just was placed there for some odd reason, and they were lined in a row or something, the poles and everything. But he said when we got closer and closer, he didn't see poles. He said it looked like some kind of conveyor belt in the air, okay? And he seen the lights. And the closer we got, he realized these lights were just hovering over the ground. And there was nothing around it. And he seen that there was some oval type saucer and surrounded the lights, and there was some kind of light that flashed, and he had his gun and he grabbed that sucker and he floored it the rest of the way home. Okay, so that's my very first experience. Okay, so also I grew up, we moved to Layton, Utah. It is right next to Hill Air Force Base, okay? We would hear jets every freaking week, and big planes, and they would do their test flying and everything like that. So we were so used to it growing up and everything, and certain sounds from jets or certain planes, etc., helicopters, seeing them land. We would drive past the runway every day. And so anyway, I've seen many odd, strange things above that base and around it. Some things I'm not going to talk about, but I remember driving home one day. Well, it was at night. It was when the sun went down, and there were just city lights everywhere. And I was heading north, and I was going to Layton to my house, which is literally my house was literally a quarter mile or less, maybe a third, from the base and the fencing and the runway. And anyway, so I was driving home, and my friend was actually driving to my house. So we were going to meet there, and we were going the same direction, north. And all of a sudden, I see this light lit up in the sky above the base, maybe, I don't know, maybe a third of the mile up above the ground. It was huge. It was a white yellowish light that popped up like in the sky, just out of the blue. And what it did was it started falling to the ground at a diagonal, and it kind of flickered and stuff, and it kind of went orange and everything, and it just disappeared off behind the neighborhoods and everything. I call my friend up and I'm like, did you see that? She's like, yeah, what was that? I'm like, I don't know. We didn't hear a word about it. No wreckage, no helicopter, no nothing. I've seen shadow, huge shadow, blacker than the sky, move across the sky towards the base. No sound, no lights, nothing, okay? I've just had many experiences. Also, I've had experiences near the Great Salt Lake. I've been on every side of the lake. I lived east of the lake. That's where the base is east of the lake. I've been on the west side of the lake, the south side of the lake, and the north side of the lake. I've had experiences all around there, seeing odd lights that just sit there. And then they go up, sit there, go up, sit there, go down, sit there, go down, sit there. And just many different colors of lights. Anyway, so there's some of my experiences. Also living out here in the Uinta Basin, this is a whole other world. This is absolutely a whole other world. I've seen odd lights. I've seen, I have a picture that I drew, and it actually happened not too long ago. We went to the drive-in movie theater, and this was June, July, and we went, me and my fiance went with our two kids, and with his cousin, his wife, and their two kids. And we had camping chairs. We were sitting in front of the vehicles, and we were watching the movie. It was Jurassic World. And we could see the stars. There were no clouds. We seen a few planes here and there. We seen a couple shooting stars, actually. And all of a sudden, I see something in the corner of my eye. And it was light green color, as long as a semi-trailer, enclosed trailer, and not as wide, but it was like a circle, and it just was moving across the sky. It wasn't high up. It was maybe a third of the mile up again, and it was coming from Skinwalker Ranch area, heading towards northwest, okay? And I'm like, look, you guys. And they all seen it too, but not as good as I did. I watched it like the longest, and it had this trail behind it, as it was like double its length. And it was still a greenish color, but slightly different. But I was just amazed. So anyway, so this was the area. So there's a grocery store here, or yep, the grocery store, a parking lot. This is the main highway. This was Highway US 40, okay? This goes all the way to Colorado, all the way to Salt Lake. Anyway, here's a Family Dollar. There's a cemetery. And here's the drive-through to the, sorry, it's really light, to the movie theater, the drive-in movie theater. Here's a little shack you pay out, and you drive around, and you pick some spots all the way around to park your car. You can go up here. There's a little playground. There's a place to where you can buy food and drinks and stuff. And we were over here. So we were sitting in front of the vehicle, and this is me pointing to the sky. So this is the layout of the ground, and this was the layout of the sky, okay? So I had a 360-degree view. So here's me again. Okay, and here is the object. Okay, I'm sorry. The trail was light green. The actual object was darker than the sky. It was like a shadow, and it was darker than the sky. But you could see the stars, and it just moved across the sky, and it looked kind of like that greenish color right there. And I just watched it go all the way across the sky over this mesa. There's a mesa right next to the drive-in movie theater, and it just went off the distance. Anyway, so that's one of my experiences out here. I see many other things in the sky. I was driving home one night, and I did see out of my windshield. I look up, and it was a green light, and it was just zooming, no sound, no nothing. It was really interesting. Anyway, so there's just a few of my own experiences. I'm a believer. I always have been. I've always had an open mind, always. And I've learned so much. And so, yeah. Anyway, so there's that. I think we can begin now with some general messages. So I'm going to timestamp that. So if anybody did skip, then whatever. But I really hope they listened. All right. Let's timestamp this at 20. Man, I talked forever. 20. Let's do 2030. All right, you guys, I really hoped you listened to the information read because I told some of my own experiences. So if not, but that's okay. I just, you know, it's kind of helpful because a lot of my questions stem from the information read. So I'm just relaying the sage, and we're going to begin with some general energy messages surrounding the energy of our questions, the topic, this reading, whatever we can get. Okay, any clues? Also, so I'm going to pull out the Angel Wisdom cards. All these decks will be listed in the description below in the order of the video, but I should remember to tell you all of them. But if you forget, it'll be in the order of the video. So let's, I call these our Archangel cards, our Archangel Michael cards. They really are my son's. He lets me use them for the reading. So, fire. Anyway, yes, so thank you, son. All right. Can we get divine? I only seek God, the divine source, and my protectors of God divine's light and ancestors only of God divine's light. That is it. I don't seek any other energies, anything, okay? Because I can trust them, all right? Anything can portray as anything else. Anything can. They can try, and it's happened. Anyway, let's get a general message, please, for this reading on Area 51. Can we get a general message? Again, all this information is for entertainment purposes only. We got a couple, okay? The first one says discipline. All right. The second one says faith. Wow. All right. Discipline. An unruly dog is a hazard to itself and others. The animal which has learned discipline and obedience, obedience can be trusted and will loyally and lovingly serve its master. I've got questions coming up. I think I'm picking up on some small grays. Okay. It is then allowed off its lead. Through discipline comes freedom. The master you are called on to obey is your higher self. You came to earth on a mission. Came to earth, and only self-discipline will enable you to fulfill it. Tune in and ask your angels for their help and support so that your life becomes happy and rewarding and divinely directed. Discipline is a key to fulfilling your destiny. Affirmation: self-discipline brings me freedom. So I'm going to keep that in mind, and the key thing in mind as well. I do have a lock with 2 keys that I just keep here. It's a symbol for unlocking any knowledge and wisdom we can gain, truth we can gain, okay? Now, faith. Faith is such a powerful quality that it moves mountains. Mountains, okay? Angel wisdom reminds you, however, not to have blind faith in people or situations. Oh my gosh, what was I just saying? Okay, use common sense and discernment and never give your power to another. Instead, put your faith in yourself and the higher powers. Pray with integrity from your still wise center and know that your request will be granted. Act as if it has already manifested. That is faith. Your angel guidance is to increase your faith in the infinite. Affirmation: I have faith in the support of the universe. All right, so there's those 2. And now we're going to pull an awakened dreamer. Okay. Can we get an awakened dreamer general message for this reading before we begin with our questions on Area 51? From the awakened dreamer, please. Thank you. Magical me. Okay? past, present, and future collide in the kaleidoscope of your multicolored, multi-textured, multi-layered beauty, multidimensional. When you are present, you are ageless, timeless, weightless, eternal, and empowered to create a truly magic-filled life starting now. Wow. Wow. Okay. Last one from the Shaman Wisdom Oracle. I do have our two little aliens here. One is silver and one is green, and a star. I got my new onyx sphere that looks like a planet. I got my pyramids in the back. Okay. Can we get one more general message? Thank you. Number 30. Okay, so we can reduce the 30 to a 3, which is communication, transportation, and journeys, and it can rule technology. Okay, so it says bearberry, feminine, south, sun, water. So for me, Area 51 would be southwest of me, mainly south. Okay, bearberry. I am bearberry. I am the smoke of communication. Carefully mix your metaphysical and spiritual qualities. The relief that you feel through the blending of your ideas is like the kinnick smoking mixture that Indians use in their pipe ceremonies. This is the time for the releases of stored up anger, rage, pain, and stress. Wow. Unlocking key. Do not focus too much on the self. Enjoy friendly gatherings. Wow. Okay. All right. That's it. We are going to begin with the questions now. And we're going to start with the Mystical Dream Tarot. All right. My first question is, was Bob Lazar employed at Area 51 like he claims? Divine Source God. Was Bob Lazar employed at Area 51 like he claims, please? Lord of Wands. That would be the King of Wands. That is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. Wands is action, fire, passion. He is very action-oriented. He always wins. He may have an ego. There's a snake on the ground spewing out something and over this elephant, and this elephant has an airplane. And he can be loyal, but very, very action-oriented. I kind of want this guidebook. Elephant is the ears, listening, hearing. Okay, let's find the wands. Okay. Here we go. Honest discussions, trustworthy advice, receiving helpful direction, finding a way to move ahead through a new portal, opportunities offered which are based upon ancestral beliefs of father, older, wise man. Yeah. Honest discussions, trustworthy advice, helpful direction, finding a way to move ahead through a new portal, opportunities offered, a father, older, wise man. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so did he have a lot of opportunities at Area 51? Did Bob Lazar have a lot of opportunities at Area 51? 10 of Wands. 10 can be a no. Wands is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, fire, passion, action. But 10 of Wands is putting your burdens down, wanting a restart, packing your bags to get a fresh new start, to gain everything abundant that you want, leaving behind. But it's It's putting your burdens down. It's about burdens. And he's on a cross. So, with the way he came out and exposed things, I feel that was his way of putting his burdens down, okay? Change is ahead. A move or journey towards what once seemed out of reach. Recovery of a precious item, a cherished dream, a mislaid plan. A secret is revealed. Are you kidding me? The hidden is made manifest. The goal is now in view, yet all can be attained only by learning to carry the burdens cast upon one. Yes. Wow. Okay. This may be a 2-part video. We'll see. Did Bob Lazar reverse engineer alien spacecraft? Did Bob Lazar reverse engineer alien spacecraft, please? The priestess of dreams. So this is the high priestess. It's a number 2. 2 can be tangible things, material things. Okay, it's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. She who knows, she holds the key, she holds the information, she holds the book of knowledge. She can channel, she can download, she can upgrade. She's mind, body, and soul connection. And she who sees but doesn't speak as well. That's a yes for me. And we got that key information. Purity, virginity, someone untouched. This is a person apart from the ordinary, quietly present, yet manifest as light in darkness. Without seeking attention, they draw those who sense the quiet purity. The appearance of this card may represent the gestation of the great work, study, and knowledge. Are you kidding me? It may point to a period of inner silence, solitude, and faith. It can refer to an individual, possibly the seeker who is completely devoted to the sacred path of wisdom. Talking about great work, study, and knowledge. Reverse engineer, working at the base. Okay, I want another guidebook. Or I mean, deck. Tarot. All right. Let's use the Revelations Tarot. Okay. This is interesting. Again, all this information is for entertainment purposes only. Truth is always stranger than fiction. All right, here we go. Did the U.S. Air Force take wreckage from an alien spacecraft? Did the U.S. Air Force take wreckage from an alien spacecraft? Did the U.S. Air Force take wreckage from an alien spacecraft? Ten of Cups. Okay, 10 can be a no. 10 can be fulfillment and completion. Cups is emotions and feelings. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. 10 of Cups is your most emotional, abundant life. It can be family, good, solid foundation, structure, your most comfortable life, happiness and joy. And they're mermaids. Let me get this guidebook. I'm picking up on the mermaids, like a whole other creature. Okay. This says, happiness is found within the family and in those whom you hold dear. Happiness will be found in your home environment or around close friends. You'll enjoy marital bliss, fun activities with children, and other enriching times with loved ones. Here, the inner satisfaction gained overflows into life around you as you share your joy with others. You may find yourself developing closer and stronger bonds with your peers and taking friendships to new levels. In situations, this card reflects a sense of success or achievement with career goals and projects. It kind of reminds me of Project Blue Book. if you've not heard of that. Okay. Life will work to your advantage and relationships will blossom in happiness and productivity. Okay, images and symbolism. Here we go. The lights from above illuminate the happy family, which each person is content with his or her life. The children play without a worry in the world. This symbolizes the innocence of youth and the enjoyment of simpler pleasures. Colors, blues, greens, purples, associated with Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and the element of water. Okay. Did the U.S. Air Force take ETs? Extraterrestrials? Did the U.S. Air Force take extraterrestrials? Strength. Very strongly so. Strength is Leo energy. It is courage, strength, very strongly so. It's a number 8, the infinity symbol, the everflow. It can be Beauty and the Beast, Taming the Beast, the Lion and the Lamb, Tamed. I want to read a little bit more out here. Here we go. Strength. It says she is calm in knowing that it is her courage and gentle nature that will overrule the ferocity of the lion. From within her comes the strength that will triumph over all. Strength comes from within oneself when this card is drawn. Here it is the courage that is experienced when faced with danger or the ability to stand up to whatever the universe throws in your direction. It is driven by the power of your personal convictions and faith. Strength comes embodied in those that help you along the way, fueling your own need to be bigger than is expected of you. The fuel thing, element 115 protons that Bob Lazar was talking about, they can be generous and giving individuals and may also be there to help fight on your behalf or by your side. In a situation, the strength card indicates that issues of the unpleasant nature should be confronted. Arguments are to be settled and an antagonism should be addressed. It advises drawing from within the strength and experience to deal with and overcome these situations. In terms of relationships, this card summons patience and understanding to allow any difficulties to be addressed. Images and symbolism. The lion represents Leo, a sign of generosity, loyalty, and reliability. The greens represent the richness of nature, which the card is grounded in. The lady not only conquers the lion, but a lion of the wild. The stained glass and large wooden door draw on the spiritual aspect of the card, of finding inner strength. Okay. I think that's a very strongly so. Yes. Okay. All right. If so, did they take it to Area 51? How about this? Did the U.S. Air Force have access to alien spacecraft? Did the U.S. Air Force have access to alien spacecraft? It just knocked down the green alien. Can I get 1 or 2 cards, please? Did the U.S. Air Force have access to the alien spacecraft? Okay. Do I need another deck? Did they have access to alien spacecraft? Gosh, the alien standing on the card. Jeez. Knight of Swords. Swords is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, and air sign. It could be words, communication. Also, knights are the battlers, the fighters. They wear the armor. Knight of Swords, he's very rash and very reckless and quick to speak, quick to talk, doing things without, or saying things without thinking through it. He can be courageous, but he can be very, very rash and reckless. It's a Pegasus type creature. Okay. I'm about to get another deck. Swords. Swords. Here we go. He confidently flies across the sky, wielding his sword brashly against the wind. He knows of no fear and lives life to the fullest. This card embodies the individual who is confident, intelligent, witty, and reasonable. This energy often finds this person restless and involved in social activities, projects, more projects, okay, and other mental pleasures. He or she can be intellectually alluring, engaging in conversation, and entertaining in social settings. In situations, the Knight of Swords heralds a powerful gust of inspiration that may result in a swift execution of projects or plans. Bright ideas and concepts may speed up the process. The environment will be buzzing with team members or colleagues, all burning the midnight oil to beat a deadline. In relationships, this card symbolizes an intellectual partnership where both people prefer the stimulation of their mind over their body. The Knight of Swords can also represent a fresh, new individual who has entered your life, swept you off your feet, and taken you for the ride of your life. Images and symbolism. Both images play on the theme of riding a winged stallion. This serves as a metaphor for the control or conquering of expressive thoughts or ideas. The knight has no fear on either side of falling off the creature. He is in the command of the elements of wind and air, and knowing no boundaries, he expresses a freedom and ease of traveling through it. Oh, I do believe they had access to it. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, flies across the sky. Let's get another deck. Let's use the Muse Tarot. Been very drawn to this deck lately. Okay, if they had access to alien spacecraft, did they take it to Area 51? Did they take it to Area 51? Did they take it to Area 51? Since they had access to it, did they take it to Area 51? One card, please. Thank you. Yeah. And she's in a desert. Absolutely. We have a 6 of inspiration, which is a 6 of wands. 6 can be health, wellness, daily routines, boundaries. Inspiration is wands. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, fire, passion, action. 6 of wands is success, victory. There's a star above her head. It looks like a freaking UFO behind her, and stars too. And it's in the desert. And this is a yes for me. It can be on the stage, in the spotlight, self-recognition, success, victoriousness, and victory. But look at the image. Yes. And all these women underneath her wearing the same dress, same hairdo, white. Very interesting. Yeah. I believe so. Okay. I'll put this away. Oh. All right. Okay, now, were there any other worldly beings that were taken to Area 51? And it just reminds me of those women down there. Were there any other worldly beings taken to Area 51? So, supposedly with the Roswell crash, they took the wreckage of the alien spacecraft and ET bodies that were deceased. We have the death card. This is Scorpio energy. There's a moth, and this card in this particular tarot is silence for me because it's covering the mouth. Okay, this is death, the dead. It could be death, rebirth, transformation. And it's a number 13. We could add that to a 4. Home, family, structure, stability, solid foundation. And there's a spider web as well. Connections? I believe so. I believe they were deceased, though. Does this have anything to do with the Roswell crash? Does this have something to do with the Roswell crash? 2 of materials and 9 of voices. So 2 materials is 2 pentacles. Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and earthly sign. 2 of pentacles can be imbalance, juggling, intoxication, or trying to balance, trying to juggle, trying to balance things, equal things out. And then we have this 9 of voices. 9 can be higher learning, higher consciousness, higher education, higher spirituality, faith. Voices is swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, an air sign. There's like a moon behind her, a full moon. There's clouds with a naked woman laying on it. And this woman has strings attached to maybe the clouds, okay? So, I believe this may be a yes and no. But I believe there are absolute strings attached to these ETs, these extraterrestrials. It's like, this is like all sky-based in this card. 9 of voices, 9 of swords can be insomnia, can't eat, sleep, or think, totally, completely in your head. It could be dark night of the soul. So, let me show you the 2 materials. And then the 9 of voices. So my next question is, was some of the ET extraterrestrials brought there, some of them from the Roswell crash, some of them? 4 of emotions. 4, home, family, structure, stability, solid foundation. Emotions is cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Emotions, feelings. 4 of cups can be overlooking something, dismissing something, not seeing something. She's in this cup of water. This is overlooking or not seeing something, or dismissing something, not seeing reality, not known to you. And there's 3 white cups, and the 4th cup is the bigger one where she's sitting in. I've got more questions coming up. So, let's keep going. Okay. Okay, I said if so, how many? If so, were any of them alive? Were they? Okay, I can't do that yet. I've got them written down later. Okay, so does the U.S. Gov work with extraterrestrials? Okay, does the U.S. Gov work with extraterrestrials? I'm a believer. Did and do they work with extraterrestrials? We have the Muse of Emotions. This is the King of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Emotions, feelings, okay? So this can be very, very, very deeply so, okay? This can be bridging land and sea very well. You have your emotions and feelings in check. You can have hidden emotions and feelings as well. But this is a very, very deeply so card. Okay, I'm going to get another deck. I'm going to use Tarot of the Divine. Ooh, this is so interesting. If you haven't watched the show Project Blue Book, please watch it. It's pretty good. Okay. All right. So if so, when did they start working together? Can you tell us of possibly when they started working together? Possibly when they started working together? When did they start working together? Can you tell us? Got 2 cards. Okay, we have a Page of Cups and then a King of Swords. Well, that's interesting. A page would be 11 if we counted that in the tarot. Cups is that Cancer by Scorpio, emotions and feelings. Page of Cups can be a stinky offer, okay? Or it can be some kind of unexpected a feeling or an emotion or something coming in and you're unsure how to feel about it. This white rabbit is tying up his ankle and he has no idea. He has no idea, okay? Rabbits can be good luck. There's a full moon behind him with other moons, actually. There's actually 7 moons there. So, okay, so if we took the page and counted it as an 11, it would be an 11. And these 7 moons, okay, we would, if we times that, we would get 77. I don't know. But also we have this King of Swords. So the kings would be 14. Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, it would be a number 14. A king would be a number 14. We could add that to a 5. Oh, okay. Well, we have an 11 and, we could have an 11 and a 5. So if we times those, it would be 55. Okay. Anyway, the King of Swords is all about truth and justice. He will cut out nonsense. He could be a type of law or authority man. Okay. Stinky offer, authority man. So, I'm going to ask, did they start working possibly in the 1940s? Did they start working together in the 1940s? We have a 2 of coins, which is a 2 of pentacles. That can be a yes and no. It can be trying to balance, juggling, intoxication, trying to equal things out. There's a baby slash bear and then a bear slash baby that she's trying to balance and juggle. Honestly, I feel like, ooh, there's some kind of tattoos on her legs that look like complete different creatures. So there's all different creatures on this card. Absolutely. So I'm going to get this guidebook. Shoot. Oh, there it is. Oops. Coins, coins, coins. Here we go. Let's read it. It's, Pacific Northwest Haida mythology. The 2 of coins represents the skill needed to balance opposing forces in life. Opposing people, opposing like races, opposing humanoids, or whatever it may be. Okay, for Ripissant, the bear world and the human world collide. Wow. Okay. So I think they collided in the 1940s. Okay. She embodies the dualities of work and family, hobbies and careers, and wants versus needs. Multitasking, balance, choice, flexibility, prioritization. So I do have my own speculations of ancient civilizations having extraterrestrial life come in, but I think they really started to work together though for some agendas in the 1940s. I think that's what that's saying. Okay, so let's keep going. Why did they start working together? Can you tell us why did they start working together? Plans, embarking and trading, some kind of trade. I have my own beliefs. I've got more questions coming up. So 3 of Wands is taking an action to make plans, planning, embarking, and trading. climbing a ladder and there's a castle in the sky. Okay. Are Bob Lazar's claims true? Are Bob Lazar's claims true? Whoa, that's interesting. We have the Sun card and then a Seven of Cups. Okay, so the Sun is a big yes. It's Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. Oh, and it has that snake symbol in the Egyptian hieroglyphs. Their artwork where they have this snake that wrapped around itself created a circle that represents the sun. Okay. Anyway, he's got that falcon head. I believe it's a falcon head. He's holding the ankh, which is a key to life in the Egyptian mythology. The sun is a yes. Okay. And the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups can be Fantasyland, dreamy like, head in the clouds, not living in reality, but it also can be multiple opportunities. It can be confusion. So I wonder if he may have some kind of disorienting beliefs though. So here's a yes. And you know what? Let me read that other guidebook. Oh, there it is. Sun god Ra, Egyptian deity. The sun is success, birth, confidence after passing through difficult times. Egyptian sun god Ra proves everything is illuminated with optimism and enthusiasm for the path ahead. Satisfaction, accomplishment, joy, luck, vitality. That is a big yes card for me in the tarot, okay? Now, Seven of Cups. But I want to ask. This is Aladdin, Persian Arabic folktale. The Seven of Cups shows Aladdin standing before a myriad of fantastical dreams. It is impossible for him to pursue them all, and it is important he makes his decision wisely and quickly. Daydreaming, fantasy, decisions, wishful thinking, procrastination. I want to know, was some of his... there's justice on the bottom. That's truth sword, karma, balance, Libra energy. Anyway, did Bob Lazar's memories get disoriented somehow? Some of them. Did some of Bob Lazar's memories get kind of disorienting, mixed up? Seven of Swords. Seven can be relationships. The seventh house is ruled by Libra. We just had that justice card. Swords is words, communication. This can be liar, cheat, or thief. Strategic and sneaky. Stealing the knives, and there's a shadowy monster. Okay. Oh boy. Is Bob Lazar, how do I ask this? Was Bob Lazar this liar, cheater, thief? Was he the liar? Eight of Wands. This is very, very swift, quick communication, or something coming in very fast and quick. Fiery energy. The Rainbow Crow, North America, Lenape legend, and it says the Eight of Wands represents quick, decisive actions. The Rainbow Crow flies quickly to deliver warmth to the cold earth below. Singeing his wings in the process. His sacrifice and swift journey are fruitful. Speed, momentum, travel, excitement, results. He did go to the public, and it was like, boom, fast, quick communication, etc. So is this liar, cheater, thiefer energy something other than Bob? Now we have a Seven of Coins. That was Seven of Swords. Now we have Seven of Coins, which is Seven of Pentacles. This is, I believe, a Mayan mythology here. Or Seven of Coins, Seven of Pentacles is planting seeds. So I get the feeling of planting memories in his head. Okay? Is this planting stuff in Bob's head? Is this something or someone planting things in Bob Lazar's head, in his memory? Trying to disorient his memory? It just knocked over the alien. Oh, we have a Queen of Swords. Here's the 7 of Coins. Okay, planting. Queen of Swords is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. Oh boy, okay. She's all about truth. She wields the truth sword. She protects her emotions and her feelings. She will stand up for the truth and cut out any nonsense. This is truth. Okay, and now we have a 10 of Coins reversed. 10 of Coins is 10 of Pentacles. This is your most financial, abundant life, material life. This is community, multiple people. I want to read this. And this is reversed. It's a Panhu China Yoa legend. The 10 of Coins represents the hard-earned rewards of a difficult venture. The story of Panhu celebrates the lineage that benefits from his hard work. The hardships he once endured allow him to appreciate his good fortune and retire surrounded by his progeny. The reverse meaning financial disaster, disputes, instability, broken traditions. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna need another deck. Are some of Bob Lazar's accounts not true, but him not being aware that they're not true? Like, he really believes it, but are some of them really not true then? Let's do the Shadowscapes Tarot. Are some of his memories, claims not true that he's not aware of? Are some of his accounts not true that he's not aware of? Are some of his claims, beliefs, counts, memories not true because, or that he's not aware of, that he doesn't know? We have Strength. This is strongly so. And 6 of Cups. You guys, yes. Strength is the Leo energy. Fire, passion, action. The Lion and the Lamb. Taming the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. Strength, courage. The infinity symbol, number 8. The ever flow, okay? And she's holding his head, all right? Okay? And now we have a 6 of Cups. This can be childhood or childhood memories. Memories, something or somebody you've known for a long time. This is memories. This is strongly so about his memories. I think his memories got messed with. Oh my gosh. Nothing wants to stay lit. Yeah, I think his memories kind of... Let's ask if some of his memories got wiped clean. Did some of his memories get wiped clean? That was quick. 4 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Seriously? This is holding back, holding on too tightly, holding on to something, confining something. I think some of his memories are confined. Wow. Let's keep going, okay? Interesting. If so, did Bob Lazar want the world to know the truth? Did Bob Lazar really want the world to know the truth? We have a Queen of Wands. Wow. This is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, fire, passion, action. I wonder if he's a fire sign. Anyway, she can be about communication. She can have confidence. She's very action-taking. She has intuition. She gets self-recognition too. So I think he wanted self-recognition. He wanted to communicate the actions he took, the passions, communicate to the world and get self-recognition for it. Was it about fame, though? Was it, holy cow, was it about fame? Queen of Pentacles and Two of Swords. Okay, so let me show you the Queen of Wands. So now we have a Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so that is an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. She's very confident. She runs her world very well. She's got a security blanket. It could be a financial security blanket, an energy type security blanket. She's very financially abundant, materially abundant. She can be nurturing as well. And she's like grown into the tree right here. And there's a sun and moon above her head. Okay. And there's a Two of Swords. I don't believe it was about fame and fortune, because this Two of Swords is like feeling blindfolded about decisions or difficult decisions, not knowing what to decide. You're at a crossroads. I think it was a difficult decision. I don't think it was about fame and fortune, though. She's about finances. Oh, boy. Let me get the guidebook and see what that says. Pentacles. Here we go. She yearns to nurture and care for others. She is brimming with generosity, possesses a warm spirit, and will lend her support to any who ask. Okay, now let's read this Two of Swords. It says a stalemate, an impasse. Neither side will compromise, and so on. Progress can be made until one chooses to step aside. A denial of truth. Okay. Did Bob Lazar did Bob Lazar have any hidden agenda that was negative? Did he have any hidden agenda that was negative? Did Bob Lazar have any hidden agenda that was negative when he spoke out? Four of Swords. Four is home, family, structure, stability, solid foundation, structure. Swords is words, communication. Okay. Four of Swords is laid to rest, resting after battle, recuperation. I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, come on. It says, take a moment of respite. Close your eyes and find that still, silent place at your core where inner strength resides. Draw from that reserve in the times to come. Okay, let's keep going. We're over an hour. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to end this as a part 1, you guys. So sorry. I didn't even realize how long it's been. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this. All this information is for entertainment purposes only. Truth is always stranger than fiction. Let me glow. Let you glow. Use your discernment. And I hope to see you guys in part 2. Please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And again, thank you guys. And I really hope to see you guys in the second one. All right. Bye.